Oi City Battles, Real Talk. Fella, introduce yourself.
Briggzy, Mosh team. You either know the face, you either love it or you hate it. Yeah, it's one of them. What's going on,
Welcome,
bro? Good.
fella. Thank you for coming on the show.
No.
Much respect for that. Let's start as we normally do with everyone else, and tell me how you got into the whole how you got into your music and how you got into battling.
Music, something I just always found love for. I was listening to hip hop since I was a kid, innit? You know, like Murder Maze, Lord Finesse, Big L. I was a heavy punchline, loving rapper type of thing, and then I was at a party one time. Someone threw, I think it was an old Mob Deep beat. Someone threw it on, and I was drunk, freestyling. Never wrote a lyric, never done nothing in my life, and everyone was saying, "Oh, you killed that." I was probably saying the worst shit you probably ever imagined. But yeah, I just took it from there. I started going on the internet, jumping on forums, battling people on forums, like just text battling shit. Then I picked up a microphone with it's like an earpiece with a microphone on, and my first mixtape was recorded on that. £10 it cost me. Started doing audio battles, and then just kind of picked up. Everything happened pretty quick, to be honest. I can't really say I've done the whole struggle thing. Like as soon as I put my first tune out, I was getting gigs and stuff. So it's just eventually grown from there. I've done things. Battling was different. Like battling, I was never interested in. I love battling. I was always watching Smack DVDs, buying all, J Mills, Murder Moots and all them type of things. Heavily involved in watching that. And it was Raptor, funnily enough. Raptor was booked in 2010 to battle a guy called Els on Don't Flop. And he got locked up on the Friday. Went into prison. Yeah, Raptor. Yeah, 2 years later, still doing the same thing. Well, 4 years now, isn't it? Yeah, but I was in the same crew. Music crews Raptor up a level, and people were talking shit about the crew and that, saying we can't cut it because Raptor flopped on Don't Flop. So I said, fuck it, I'll step in, go against Els. Done my debut against Els. I didn't know what to expect. I grew up watching battle rap, but I didn't know it was going to be as intense as it was, type of thing. Yeah, I bodied Els on my debut. Then we set up lab battles, and then the rest is history. We're battling from there.
Cool. You've just had the release of Heisenberg Effect.
Yeah.
Which I've done a review for. I personally quite like it. It's in my playlist. I even recommended the track on the review. Like, go in on it, bro. Let the people know your thing about it, man.
Yeah, man. It's the first release I put out since 2012. After that, I went to Australia for like 6-7 months. So I was working on Heisenberg Effect in Australia. Ideally, I was going to put it out in Australia. But a few circumstances changed, and I had to come back to the UK. When I got back to the UK, I had, reset up my life, set up my place to live, my house. I had a daughter, so a lot of things came into effect. So it's been a while since I put anything out, but I feel like I've put everything into this tape. The last tape I put out was proper solid tape. It was an album called Gingification. This is before Mosh Team, before Shotty Horror. A lot of people say, oh, he only gets his views because of Shotty Horror, but if people who actually know the homework, know the history, I've been about this thing for years. I've been BBC Radio playlisted. I've been everything before I was running with anyone. So it's the first proper release with Mosh Team, which has been good because I've had 6-7 different inputs off different rappers. Usually it's just been me and my producer. So I feel like I finally found my style, because I was doing a lot of punchline rap, just 16s on beats and that, just trying to go as hard as I can. Now I'm starting to try and make a bit of music and that. Try and do a little bit of crossover things, dabble in different areas. I think Heisenberg definitely does that for myself. Probably my favourite release that I've got anyway, and all the feedback I've had has been insane on it. I didn't think it'd do as well as it's done. I had like over 2,500 plays on the first night, so it's doing alright, I can't lie. But I appreciate the review as well, man.
No problems, fella, no problems. Like, let me just quickly plug myself. If anyone's got stuff they want reviewing music-wise, make sure you holler me for it. Simple, at O City Battles on Twitter. I'll do my thing on it, man. That's simple. But let's go into the future.
Yep.
You've got the money event coming up, the Money London Don't Flop battle event.
Yeah.
It's a big card, bro, isn't it? It's
Very big time. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a huge thing. You haven't battled for quite a long time, man.
Year and a half, mate.
And you come back to battle Bam as well.
Yeah, well, it was originally Locksmith. It was me and
Okay.
Locksmith first. I wrote for, to be honest, yeah, like, it's a big card to come back on. I,
Huge.
for the last few years, even when I've been battling, I've always said I'm not a battler, I make music. Battling to me was a hobby. And then obviously when like Shotty stepped in and I chill with Shotty every day, I was seeing the way he was writing and prepping for battles, and I was thinking, right, like I'm prepping the day before, the week before, like I'm not going in like he's going in with this shit. Obviously, this thing with battling now, it's different. People can actually make a living out of this stuff, so I'm taking it a lot more serious. I can understand why people say I'm going to get bodied because I've given no reason to think otherwise with other performances. But this time, you know, you can make a living, you can go around the world doing this battle shit now, so I'm taking this a lot. Put it this way, as soon as Locksmith got announced, the week later I had 2 months to prep and I had everything wrote. And I was already had 2 months worth of prep time. 3 weeks ago, he dropped out of the battle, so he put me in a situation where I've got to rewrite. I'm halfway through my Bamalam shit at the moment, so I've still got a month to prep. So I'm taking this battle differently. You're going to see a very, very different performance to what I'm going to give, what I have given previously. I'm looking to take his head clean off, mate. He's undefeated as well, solo-wise.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a big battle to come back to. Like, the whole card's full of quite big battles. Let's be honest, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Tux,
you got like
Tux is on Twitter every day giving his mouth out. You get what I mean? Like, I don't want to seem like I'm hating on him because he just seems to switch on me every time I seem to even talk to him. You know what I mean? But I'm not hating. Like, it's just the way he is. He's seems to me like a big mouth sort of guy. But from his debut, he can back it. So he can get away with doing it. You know. And he's got tally. He's got tally, man. Like that's
gonna be a big one. That's gonna 2 new guys as well. Like I've never met Tox in person. I've spoken to him a few times. He seems like a real guy, which is very hard to find in this battle shit. A lot of people are just, you know, out to snake other people, make friends with people just so they can stay, you know, remain popular in the scene. Yeah. When I spoke to Tox, he seems like he's a real guy. He knows what he's about. I love the confidence. You know, people say I'm an arrogant twat on stage, but at the end of the day, it's a showbiz, isn't it? I'm putting a persona. When you come and see me after the event, I'm completely different to what I'm like on stage. I'm here to put a show on for the crowd. I'm not here to stand there and say the person I'm battling's a nice guy. So I love the way Tox has approached it. That battle's going to be insane.
Yeah, it certainly is. Sean O'Mac versus Big J.
That's yo. That battle is going to be a joke. That's going to kill everyone. I love Big J. Shit me. Like, a lot of people give Big J shit, but he's one of the realest guys you'll meet. He knows what his style is. He knows where he's best. He knows where he stays comfortable, and that's what I love about him. A guy, I'm not going to lie, I like Sean O'Mac. He's safe as, I've met Sean a few times, safe as fuck. I've heard a few of Big J's shit, you know. It had me creasing up on WhatsApp, and I'm not even seeing it on stage or in person, so
no.
That battle's going to be a hidden little gem that in the card.
Nice. Raptor versus Villain. Now Villain's got this whole combat thing on top as well, and he's coming back on a huge card like yourself, and he's coming up against Raptor, who is pretty much sort of the in thing right now to be battling against. Let's be honest, like anyone that's battled Villain, battled Raptor in the last 5 battles. Well, his 5 battles in his 6 battles in Don't Flop have been complete killers on both sides of it. So let's hope Villain does the same. But like, what's your outcome on it, man? What do you think?
I'm a fan of both. I mean, I'm going to be biased towards Raptor. Raptor's my boy, and I've heard Raptor's stuff. And if you think Raptor's good from what he's had already, you're going to be blown away with this shit. Like, he's spat his bars to me, and I've been putting the phone down on him because I can't listen to any more of it. Like, the guy's wrote to a different level. The thing with Raptor is what a lot of people don't understand is he's lost 2 battles, but people are still saying he's won. It's rare you get that. So, Villain, very good battle rapper. He's had a year out. Can he do it on a stage in front of 1,400 people? Sorry,
100 people, yeah.
In Manchester, where Raptor's from. It's a comeback battle. A lot of people said he semi-flopped against DNA's. Can he do this? Me personally, I think Villain's cold. I think he'll step up to the plate. But it's a pressurised. I think it's a pressurised one for anyone to come to Manchester and battle. It's not like London. Manchester's a lot more. If we don't like you, we'll let you know we don't like you. Whereas London, they love the jokes. They love the personality on stage. Manchester's a pretty like. it's a pretty raw place, especially on that type of card and crowd. And God forbid anyone goes against Shotty there. Like Tony's gonna have it.
Let's go in on this, bro. Like, it is the battle of the Titans. Like, and I fully know that you're like Mosh Team, Shotty. You're all boys. You get what I mean? Like, so I can imagine the sort of stuff. This is like me sitting here with bringing Mr. 13 in as well. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be a great interview for you two to hype up on. You get what I mean? Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
of course, yeah.
Like it's a wow. I don't know what to put. It's just a monster battle in it. Let's be honest. Like, this has been building for so long now. Even like before the pull out and stuff like that, it was built up. But now, Shotty's coming back. He's doing it on his home soil, but he's doing it against Tony D, who is cutting heads off for fun.
That's true. I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, Shotty's my boy, he's in the team. I can't disrespect Tony D. He is the most best active battler in the UK at the moment. I'm only saying that because Shotty's not battling in the UK until October. Shotty's done it all around the world. Tony went across the pond and didn't really do it. It's a different kettle of fish when you go internationally because, you're not in your crowd, you're not in your comfort zone. People, if you go King of the Dot, people care about the Pat Stays, the Lopeshis, the Benders. They don't care about, the Briggzys, the Bamalams. They want the big names out there. Tony went out, didn't really cut it. Can he do it against someone that has done it internationally? And he's not. I can't really say much about Shotty without sounding too biased, but Shotty's gone against not top tier in the UK, but top tier worldwide. Like, he's gonna get, even though it's a freestyle battle, Pat Stay, not many people can go against Pat Stay. Disaster. It's a different kettle of fish for me personally, and I've heard Shotty's new shit and it's insane. Like, the same with Ratty. You think Shotty's been good? Wait till you hear this shit.
At the end of the day, man, it don't matter what part of the fence you're on, does it? Like, it's going to be. Well, as long as both men bring what they've got to bring, they know that they've got to bring it because, like, it's got.
At the end of the day, it's a win-win for UK battle rap. This battle doesn't matter who it's promo. Doesn't matter who wins. Doesn't matter who loses. There's going to be no loser. Both are winners at the end of this. So it's going to be insane. If you miss this event, I mean, even though I'm battling on
I'm kicking myself, man.
Serious.
I can't get over. I'm kicking myself.
Serious. Yo, two secs. I think Raptor might have just knocked on my door. One sec.
Cool.
Nope.
No, okay.
Can't get hold of him.
I
think he locked up again.
It would be uncanny if it actually was, bro.
Oh, mate.
Hate to be calling it. Let's move on to the Grime Clash event, bro. Like, any names that spring out there for you that?
See, I'm not big on grime. I like the music and that. I just never really caught to it. But a couple of names. I think XP's battling on there. Am I right?
XP versus AK.
People seen the Dope Front drops, and there was a lot of people that were saying XP was shit and that. But for me, XP is easily top 5 in the UK, and that's not even grime. That's rappers in general. Check his music. Like, the guy is insane on music. I think the performance from XP, I think he's going to shock a lot of people. I think he'll be one of the guys where everyone says he's getting back type of thing. He's potentially can do a very big thing with his battle shit. Obviously, I know Hypes as well from Manny.
Yeah, Brucey versus Hypes.
Yeah. Hypes. If you know your history, you know what Hypes can do. There's no point even talking about gassing what Hypes can do in a battle. He's been about this for time. Who else is on? I think Eyes is on as well, isn't he?
Dialects versus Eyes.
That's Dialect's nasty and Soul's Eyes. I've chilled with Eyes once or twice back in the day. He's cold spit. He's coming up as well, like on the the industry scene. Like, he's getting bigger and bigger. So that's gonna be a big battle. It's gonna be different seeing Don't Flop do a grime event. I've seen him do the odd battle here and there. Chronicle's got the Word the Weapons event. I'm hoping it does well, to be honest. It's a different kettle of fish to step into, I suppose. puts another light on the UK scene, so it's always a good thing.
That's it, man. It's always building the scene. That's cool, man. That's cool. What have you got planned for the future? Like musically, is there anything that, except for obviously promoting Heisenberg to the hilt, but is there anything else that's we got to keep an eye coming out or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got a few things to be honest. Since I've had my daughter, I've just been work rate. That's all it's been. I've got, hopefully, me and Locksmith's going to get rearranged. He pulled out of that battle because he expected money. He thought he was going to get paid for it. It wasn't the case. So we've been speaking about it. No love lost with Locksmith. He's a cool guy and that. So we're talking about getting that in at a different event. Maybe not by the end of this year. Ideally, I'd love another battle before December. So get this Bamalam head on a plate and then bring someone else's with it. But yeah, I mean, music-wise, I've got a few things. I've got a tape coming out with Illiton, who's in Mosh Team. Got a joint collaboration tape with him. That's pretty much close to being completed now. Mosh Life, the Mosh Team album's pretty much done. Just got to tweak a few things on there, and that's ready. And I've got a joint collaboration mixtape with a guy called Youngster, Chris, who used to be a part of the Manchester scene years ago. He's gone on to do pretty big things with his band that he's in. So we've got a little thing coming out as well. So I've got a few things, plates spinning.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. That's good to hear. So have you got any shout-outs, bro?
Just obviously yourself for putting me on here, giving me, appreciate you shouting me and asking me to do this. Mosh Team all day, every day, it's the family. Don't grab Heisenberg Effect if you don't. I'm taking your head off. Shouts to Bamalam, thank you for letting me come back on a win. I'll see you October the 11th at the Ritz. Nice little plug there. Just shouts to everyone that's been holding it down for me. Everyone that's supporting Heisenberg, all the the reviewers, everyone, the radio stations that have been spinning it. Appreciate it all. Just hopefully next year start a lot better than what I started this year doing.
Nice, bro. Nice. Well, since Raptor hasn't turned up, I guess I'll catch him at another time, and we're just call it an end. I'm just gonna shout out all the people that are helping me right now. Like, you know who you are. I don't have to mention names because, well, I'm gonna mention Yanni, big up, bro, because I didn't get to do it on my skis one. But other than that, thank you very much for being on the show, bro.
Always a tar, bro. Thanks for having me.
And